Yeah, we lost my brother Pablo while we were filming Seven. Made for a very hard time to finish filming that movie. The studio was wonderful and exceptional in allowing us to have such a special tribute for him in the end. It's funny because sometimes I'll post a picture on Facebook or talk about Pablo and people will say, you know, just move on. But the relationships in that franchise are so strong and the brotherhood so real that it transcends the experience of making the movie. And you spend 15 years going from being a nobody to somebody with a brother. And then one day he's gone.
Yo, what's going on YouTube? Just JK and welcome back to my channel for another GTA 5 video. And in today's video we're going to be building the 1995 Toyota Supra Mark IV from Fast and Furious 7. I absolutely adore this car. I know we've had I think JESTER Classic build review was my first video, and then we had the orange Supra from the Fast and the Furious, then we had the gold Supra from Too Fast, Too Furious, and now we're going to have the white Supra from Fast and Furious 7. Again, same as them other car builds, we are going to be purchasing the JESTER Classic for $790,000, and I'm excited about this car. This is, I don't know, it's probably, I kind of want to say the most iconic, maybe, I don't know, because this is from Brian's final ride, that scene, you know, so I think it kind of sticks in people's hearts because obviously what happened to Paul Walker in real life, and this is the end of the Fast and the Furious 7, you know, the film which he didn't even get to finish. So I think maybe the white Supra is probably the most iconic Supra in the franchise. The orange one is up for debate because obviously that was his very first Supra from the very first film. But like I said, for the reasons that I've just mentioned, I think maybe the white one is probably the most iconic and probably the most sentimental to the franchise as well. And I think that's why I'm most excited about creating this build. It's not going to be the most exciting one because there's obviously no crazy liveries or body kits or anything like that. It is just a beautiful white Supra, and that's what we're going to be building today. So if you do want to follow me on this build, go and purchase yourself a JESTER Classic, meet me in LS Customs, and I'll show you how to do the rest. So as always guys, we're going to start this build with 100% body armor, then we're going to go to the brakes. We're going to get the race brakes. For the bumper, front bumper. And the front bumper of this car is really clean. There's not much in the way of even a grille, to be honest. It's really nice looking. It's just really clean, and I don't think we can replicate it really as well as we should be able to be honest. Because all these bumpers have really wide open grills, and like I said, this one doesn't really have much in the way of much of an open grill, to be honest. It is yeah, it's just really clean looking. So I think maybe we'll have to go for, I don't know, I don't really want to go stock. Stock seems a bit boring. I think maybe the low splitter is probably going to be the best option. Alternatively, maybe we could go with an intercooler, but then we've got the big splitter at the bottom. The reason I say the intercooler, like with the street build, is because obviously the grill is very closed off, and I think this gives it kind of a more of a cleaner look. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe it doesn't. I think, like I said, what one was it? The low splitter. I think the low splitter is probably the best option. It is very close to the one that we need. But like I said, it would have been a lot nicer if that front grill was a little bit smaller. But you know, you got to take what you're given in GTA, and this is the best option in my opinion. So I'm going to go with the low splitter. For the rear bumper, we're going to stay stock. Next, for the chassis, I think this is the first time I'm ever going to make a Fast and the Furious vehicle and not put a roll cage in it. I'm pretty darn sure that this build does not have a roll cage, and it definitely doesn't have red bucket seats. So we're going to stay stock for the chassis. Then we've got the engine. We're going to get the level 4 engine upgrade. For the exhaust, we are going to get the single chrome tip. Then we're going to move on to the headlight covers. We are going to purchase the half cut eyelids. Then we're going to move on to the fender. I'm not really sure if we need this. I don't think we do. like I said, this build is really clean. There's not much in the way of a body kit, and you know, it's not like a late 90s, early 2000s street build, you know, tuner vehicle, street racer, you know. So I think the rear spats is something that we don't need. We definitely don't need the bolt-on arches, so I think I'm going to stay stock for the fender also. So next we're going to move on to the hood. We do need to get one of these, and it's going to be this custom hood. Then we're going to go to the lights. We're going to go headlights and purchase the Xeon headlights. Also, it doesn't have a livery, so we're going to skip past that, and we're going to go straight to the respray. We're going to go primary colour. We are going to go metallic for this one, and then we're going to purchase... I think we're going to go with ice white. I think that's probably the best one. Frost white's a little bit grey, in my opinion, and ice white sort of like pops a little bit nicer. But then also it is a little bit creamier, weirdly enough. So maybe frost white. Yeah, we're going to go frost white, and then hopefully out in the daylight we can actually see it a little bit nicer, and it will be, you know, a nicer white, a brighter white. So, but we can change the pearlescent, which is good. So maybe if we change the pearlescent to, yeah, we're going to change the pearlescent to a frost white as well. So yeah, that looks a lot nicer, man. We've got like a white shine on there also. Then we're going to go to the secondary colour. We're going to go metallic also and go to frost white. Next we've got the side skirts. We're going to grab the primary lip skirt. Then we're going to move to the spoiler. You want to grab this high level spoiler. Suspension, we're going to get the race suspension. Transmission, obviously we're going to get the race transmission and turbo tuning. Now for the wheels, guys, we're going to go into wheel type and into, I think we're going to go SUV for these ones. We're going to go chrome, and we are going to grab these bad boys. They're called Dash VIP. You can also get these type of rims in different categories, I believe, like maybe even the high ends and stuff. But I think the SUV ones, I don't know, they just look a little bit nicer in my opinion. And obviously you got to get them in chrome, because you know, that's not going to be the fucking Supra build otherwise, man, because they just look awesome on this car in chrome. And to finish off the build, as always, we're going to go into the windows and purchase the light smoke window tint. So again, my bros, there is my variation of the 1995 Toyota Supra from Fast and the Furious 7, the end scene. Obviously a very sad scene as well, and I think it's actually come out really, really well. It looks fucking awesome. That looks so good, man. Maybe the rear spats is an option, maybe, because obviously we've got the on the front bumper we've got like it's a low splitter, and then we've got the side skirts as well, so the rear kind of looks a little bit strange now. But looking at the pictures and the videos, you know, the Supra from the film doesn't have anything like that. The rear of it just naturally curves down towards the, you know, the wheel, and it meets the side skirt a little bit nicer, so there's a little bit more symmetry there. But with the Dinker Jester Classic, we don't have that, unfortunately. So maybe the rear spats is something that you can consider. I'm going to leave them off because I think it looks okay without them, and I'm really happy the way this has actually turned out. It looks really cool, man. Really, really happy with this. A very simple build. You don't really have to change all that much. Like I said, there's no crazy liveries on this one. But in my opinion, I think it's actually come out really well. So as always, guys, you let me know what you think of this car build down in the comments below. As always, appreciated. And if you did enjoy it, please smash that like button. And if you haven't already, want to subscribe to my YouTube channel for more GTA 5 content. And until next time, guys, I'm out. Adios.